trying to find the words to describe how I'm feeling without crying. But I guess I'm just exhausted going down the perpetual cycle of exhaustion. Telling myself we're gonna get it all figured out tomorrow, and then repeating the vicious cycle of not getting stuff done. When I know it's just my brain playing tricks on me, it's hard. I did it more times this week than I'm normally used to. I was supposed to be filming this video, and this was supposed to be something else, and a little hiccup in my day, and I'm just disappointed in myself. And what sucks is I set this up in 2 weeks? I should be happy and proud, and I've just I struggle. I'll get over the hump in a minute, but it really hit me today. I don't know what's gonna come of this whole video, but I can at least say now that we're testing it out. At least I got something done today. I don't know. I should be more grateful. I shouldn't be crying. Everything's gonna be okay. I just don't. It's just exhausting to have to fight with your brain all the time. All the time. And I wish there was an answer for it. I do. There's not a supplement or medication in the world that at the end of the day will take it away. And I just got to learn to cope with it. But I do know there's always tomorrow. There's always right now. I guess we picked up cameras, so I can figure this out. I just hate getting down on myself. So, I don't know if all of that, what I said, made any sort of sense. I was talking about my ADHD. Hi, this is supposed to be my new podcast setup. And I had planned on making a bunch of content today. However, my brain works in fantastic ways. And I didn't get to make the content I wanted to. And to cry myself through testing this setup. But I decided if we're not going to make the content which I had organized and planned, I'm going to get a Four Loko. And I'm going to tell you about my little setup here. I don't know if I'm going to post this. I would have balls and faith in myself to post this. If I'm posting this, I said fuck it. So I'm going to get a Four Loko and I'll be right back. The Four Loko, by the way, is a reference to a podcast that I had started and filmed about 10 episodes of already. However, the studio that I was shooting in, that fell through. So I decided, fuck it. I'm just going to set up my own place in my own home. And this is it. Oh, I didn't. Merry early Christmas. So here's the setup. I have so much content. I'm not really sure what order I will be posting all of this in, but I will say, oh, yeah, the Four Loko reference. I was trying to make a podcast where me and all my guests drank Four Loko, but it did not go very well. These don't do well in any sort of social situation at all. I went and got these from 7-Eleven, and he told me only homeless guys drink these. Which means it must be really good. It tastes like motor oil. This stuff is... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So anyway, this is my setup. I got a bunch of games because I party alone a lot. One of my followers had recommended to me that I make a snack wall when I was making my little outfit videos. And so I made it a snack wall. And I'm proud of it. And if there are any snacks in particular you think I should add to this wall, let me know. Pop-Tarts, brown sugar and cinnamon is the only way to go. We got some Blue Diamond almonds. I need to add a Four Loko up there. My best friend Caitlin gave me that tequila bottle. And then a bunch of stuff from all over the internet. And I'm super proud of it. I did this all on my own. And I'm excited to see what's to come with this. I have guests lined up, but I wanted to get you used to me first and foremost. My name is Jennifer Tedmore. I have been a performer my entire life. I grew up a child actor. I was giving this speech today. That's how I'm so on top of it. I took a hiatus around the age of 20 to go to law school, and I ended up working in sports still work in sports, but the last 7 years, I think, back into the creative arts. And I'm dabbling in a little bit of both. And a lot of people say, are you nuts for going back to Hollywood after having a law degree? And my answer is without a doubt, yes. If you were to ask me to hang out in a room of actors or lawyers would never be on my list. They would never be on my list. Put me around creatives all day. And I was telling somebody this earlier, and he said it resonated with him. And I'm just going to share it. But even with this podcast, I would so much rather fail at doing this podcast than fail at something that I'm half passionate about as a career or profession. And that's how I am with the law versus any sort of creative endeavor that I'm on, whether it's I would rather fail every audition as an actor for the rest of my life than even fail slightly at being a lawyer. It's so much more fun to fail as a creative. Honestly, it sucks to fail as a lawyer. It really sucks to fail as a lawyer. Maybe that's it. I'm really good at failing as an actor. That's my home, you know? So anyway, the podcast that I had intended to create and plan on creating was very much built around good storytellers to start. It started as Four Loko Conversations, and it started as very funny Four Loko Conversations. but they got a little too twisted. But what I did end up finding that I loved about it were the guests that I had on. Because I'm a sports lawyer, because I'm an actor, I wear very many different hats. And so I want to share all of those hats with you, knowing that at the core of all of these issues, there's a lot of mental health. I have been diagnosed with ADHD since I was 3 years old. I have learned a lot over my lifetime about how my brain works on a daily basis and ways that I can at least understand my brain so that I can cope. And so I think a huge part of this, at least from what I want, is to share some of those things that I've learned in case, because I know a lot of people don't have the access to the resources that I have had in my life to help me navigate my ADHD. And some of them are very simple, but a lot of it is giving yourself grace, which is why I'm gonna cry. Which is why I was giving myself grace today when I said I might quite literally be crying through this episode. But then we're gonna cry through the episode. At least we say we got this done today. And I got it done this week. And that's all my goal was for this week, was to like get this up and running and get some content out of the way. So this is a messy first start, but I'm okay with it. I hope you enjoy my content. What's funny is I've already said this like 3 times already in 3 videos that I've said or I've filmed. And I don't know what's getting posted, but I hope you stick around. I'm probably not going to be crying in a more cleaner, efficient video where I'm explaining my purpose and why I'm making a podcast, because everybody else is making a podcast. I literally saw Gary Vee yesterday say, if you're not making a podcast in 2023, like, what are you even doing? And I was like, yeah, Gary, I'm on it. I got it. Everybody and their mother has a podcast right now. That's really it. That's it. I'm just kidding. What else we got? I still had a better week than Mila and Ashton. And I still had a better week than Drew Barrymore. Did you hear that? The Molly McPherson video? I think she has a partnership with CBS, and she probably has some clause in her contract that restricts her from having any sort of say on whether cameras come back up. But anyway, wrap it up. Also, Papa's. I bought this couch specifically for this setup, and it's already shredded to pieces. By the way, these are my 3 cats. I don't know where the other 2 are. They will show up at some point, at any point. I hope if I have any guests here, none of them are allergic to cats. But they're already... Papa's! Come here! Come here! This is Papa's. I was going to say, big shout out to Think Media for helping me set up all of my camera equipment. I have been struggling with all of this equipment and software to get this podcast to even be remotely possible. And I think the common YouTube videos that I went to were Think Media. So shout out to you guys for your super short, super helpful videos. I'm doing a Hot Ones episode. My friend and I attempted season 1 or season 21 already, and it didn't go well. I ended up swapping wings, and it was all over the place, so I might post that. But I'm going to do a redo so that I can give honest reviews of the second one. We're going to make it a little mini series. We're going to do season 21 part A, season 21 part be season 22. Close it out. That'll be the three-peat series. Mamas. Mamas, come here. The gang's all here. Come on. It's like clockwork. Then Nugget's gonna come. Is Nugget sleeping somewhere? So this is the whole gang. I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm having one of those days. And I had something important to say, and I don't know what it is. And those moments are going to happen a lot, especially if we do a live podcast. It's just ADHD moments are going to happen, and that's okay. It's been 2 days now. Calm down, Jen. Theanine gummies, which my therapist recommended, and it was like an instant took the edge off my anxiety supplement. I'm worried that I'm going to just start eating these like gummy bears. And the purpose of one of the videos I actually wanted to get done and shoot today in this was little mini shorts that were a little bit either about mental health or ADHD. And one of the videos I wanted to make was 5 natural ways to help anxiety and ADHD. Theanine would have been one of them. I think is a recently discovered one. But I think I want to make that video a little bit cleaner when I'm not so nasally and look a little bit cuter. But yeah, that's the gang. This is the setup. I'm just going to keep drinking this Four Loko. I said I would get a practice run in the can. Get out of here. A practice run is in the can. So we're going to call it a night. This is episode 508. We'll get this podcast up at some point. And we're going to get it up in the next week. I just got to get over this and post some stuff. So, deuces.